Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous today. I am doing well. I am here to do a review for the 2012 Billboard Awards. I'm about to go in on this award show, okay? Make sure to click that thumbs up button right there. Or wait, is it one of them areas? Go ahead and click it. Click on the thumbs up button. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lord have mercy. LMFAO. Party rockin' in the house tonight. Every day I'm shuffling. They opened up the show and I'm glad that they did because it was full of fun and they were really out there. Okay, the dancing zebra and the little teddy bear. It was a lot going on. Everything was stuffed in those ultra tight pants. I'm sexy and I know it. I keep forgetting that in their performances they rip their pants off and then they be thrusting with their drawers on. I keep forgetting that. Ty Burrell and Julie Bowen from Modern Family, they were the hosts for the show, and let me just say they were good at times, and then their sarcasm was just a little bit too much. I know for me, I'm very sarcastic, so I understood what they were trying to do, but some people, they don't get it, and it's a live audience, so of course they're not gonna see it too well, but it was okay. I mean, they were kind of corny at times, and I was like, yawn, what's next? Top social artist went out to Justin Bieber. Let me say how cute he looked. He was so adorable, but at the same token, baby, please print out, get your publicist, your manager, whoever, to print out your acceptance speech, because boo-boo, you were up there too long. They couldn't cue the music yet. I was feeling like they were being BET Awards-ish because they couldn't get on point with the music. The mics wasn't on. It was like, Jesus, who is backstage? Justin. It was a little bit excessive. The Spotlight Award went to Katy Perry, and honey, she is a firework. I actually enjoy Katy Perry. Her album was really good. She had a lot of hits. I was like, Jesus. And that's one thing I can say about the Billboard Awards. You're not gonna get the award if you don't have the numbers. So it's actually very accurate, and I like that. So Katy Perry, she was spotlighted, and that was nice. And she was saying how she was gonna go get drunk with her grandma. That was cute. I loved it. Kelly Clarkson performed. I like Kelly Clarkson. I do. She has wonderful music, and Stronger is everybody's anthem. I know when I hear it, I'm like, oh, fist pump. She was standing still, and she does her best performances when she's standing still and there's a fan in front of her and she's just giving it. But I missed it. I really missed it altogether. I was sitting there like, Kelly, what are you doing? Speed it up. I was bored. I was really about to fall asleep or take a bathroom break. The Wanted. They're a new group out of, I believe they're out of the UK, and I've heard them before. I think it was on The Voice, and I don't know, I keep hearing that song. They all came out, all of them needed a microphone just to say, oh, that's all they needed it for. Standing there in them tight jackets, jumping around. There was no choreography. I was like, what in the world? They were stiff. I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. They need to practice a little bit more. They have potential because the girls be eating them up, but they really need to like get into it because it was dry. It was a dry performance. Isn't that song like abnormally long? Like there was a reprise, it was a praise break, it was a lot going on. It was like, God, this song is so long. Even on The Voice, I was like, Jesus. Best New Artist went to Wiz Khalifa. Is he a new artist? The rest of the nominees, I was like, who? Like, y'all really couldn't find no new artists that we knew about? So it went to Wiz Khalifa. He was like, I never wanted Wiz Khalifa to win something so much in my life. So he went up there. Miley Cyrus introduced. He did his little speech, and I was even like, are you gonna thank Amber Rose? Because she's sitting there like... Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. She was like, don't forget to thank your girl. I was like, Miley, shut up. Brandy introduced Chris Brown. Brandy looked cute. I like her new hair. It fits her. He performed Turn Up the Music. I love that song. Turn up the music. He had on a chinchilla coat and his chest was all out. And then here he goes. Turn it up. And of course he has choreography. I was waiting for it because I love when Chris dances, but I was more intrigued by the people that were on the bikes other than Chris Brown. He was getting lost. There was too much on stage. He had a little bandana on, Tupac earring in his nose. I just couldn't connect with Chris Brown last night. It was good, but I was missing something. Chris Brown better lip sync for his life, honey. Yes, he could go on RuPaul's Drag Race because he be reaching and I can see it. Like he was like, turn it up. I was like, oh, Natasha Bedingfield. I was like, who in the world? But I forgot. Pocket full of sunshine. Ooh, I forgot. She came out and she was talking about Donna Summers, and I was like, oh my God, they're gonna do a cute little tribute. I'm ready for other people to come out. But no, she wanted to do The Last Dance. So I was like, whoa. I was like, yes, let the spirit of Donna Summers just cloud your vocal cords so that you can take us to the top. She didn't take me nowhere. You could tell she was kind of nervous and she wanted to get her emotions together and she wanted the audience to get in there. And then they did the chorus and I was like, yes, come on, Donna Summers. Y'all better clap for Donna Summers. But then all of a sudden they go to commercial. I was like, whoa. So they give Donna Summers 20 seconds of her last dance. Last chance. That was disrespectful. Now, they, of course, could have gave her a full song. They could have done something like a mix or a medley. They could have done something with that. I am highly upset with that Donna Summers tribute. That wasn't even no tribute. It was a true. Woman of the Year went to Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna lie, You Belong With Me is my jam. I love that song. How they showed like the little video montage or whatnot. She is doing her thing. Like, she writes all her songs. Girl, you better get them royalty checks. She is doing it. So kudos to Taylor Swift. And I'm glad she got an award. But Lord, when they panned her and the girl was like, and she's so nice. And she was like, oh my God. Taylor is so modest, it makes me want to throw up. Like, have you ever seen somebody that's so nice and you're like, do you ever get upset? Like, I really want to see Taylor Swift mad. Even on Punk, she was like, oh my God, I can't. Girl! But I like her, but sometimes she make me want to throw up with how nice she is. But she cool. I will give her that, and I really respect her for everything that she's done. And she's so young. So to be that young and making moves like that, girl, you get some respect in my book. Usher came out and he performed Scream. I really love Usher. I love the new music avenue that he's taking. He's doing his high notes again. He was like in full tuxedo. He had Little Red Robin Hood with him, and they doing magic tricks. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be nice. There's a premise to this whole performance, and it was called Scream. So I wasn't really ready. After the girl disappeared, I was like, okay, what's coming up next? Here comes a clone of Usher. They go into a variety of choreography, but after that, he gets out of the dance, and then he goes to do a high note and makes a mess. I said, oh my God, Usher is not like he used to be. Sometimes I forget how old that these celebrities are, because when they were my age, I was like 12. So I'm sitting here like, oh my God. But baby boy, he was tired. I was like, I'd be tired too. If I was doing magic tricks, going through the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, I'd be tired. So Usher was like, y'all have a good night. Song of the Year went to LMFAO. It was either between them or Adele, because I've heard those songs everywhere. Next, it was time for Justin Bieber. I was waiting for Justin Bieber because I knew he was going to perform Boyfriend. That's one of my favorite songs right now, just because if I was your boyfriend, I never let you go. I love that song. In the beginning, he was all Buzz Lightyear, you know, glowing in the dark, and he had the nice little choreography going on, and he was in step with them. I was like, yes, this is exciting, because sometimes he can't really do good with choreography. Then he went into the chorus, and oh my God, do you want to dance or not? I couldn't really get into Justin last night because he wasn't that confident in his dancing. You need to be confident in that and have that swag going on, like, baby, if I was your boyfriend, I'm gonna tell you something. You know what I mean? Carly Rae Jepsen. I figured out that this is one of Justin Bieber's new signees. My thought was, I felt like Miss Sophia Hopper. Who this woman? I didn't know who this was. She's getting ready to go to cheerleading camp. Yeah, let's go! I was like, Carly, go sit in the audience. Audience was like, top duo or group went to LMFAO. Carrie Underwood, she is so pretty. I really loved the set because it was like wind and it was blowing, and I got it. Carrie, she did really good, but they should have toned the wind down a little bit because she was like, Best Male went to Lil Wayne, and poor little Gladys Knight, she was like, Lil Wayne ain't here. And I was like, he don't get the award. Linkin Park, they came out hollering and jumping as usual, but I actually love Linkin Park. I listen to them while I'm working out. Top R&B artist went to Chris Brown. First off, that was the shortest speech of the night, and Chris should have had on like a suit or something. I'm just saying. I mean, he came out like he just left the corner store. Katy Perry, she premiered her new song. She always being so extra when she performs, and I love her for her creativity. But sometimes you just need to stand flat-footed and sing, because she's spinning around. I was getting dizzy. I was like, Katy, what are you doing? I can't focus. I don't know what you're singing about. You either need to be an acrobat or you need to be a singer. All right, here comes the Whitney Houston tribute. Whoopi Goldberg came out. I was like, Whoopi, what are you doing here? the people that they get for these tributes, I don't know what they were thinking about. So Whoopi comes out and she tells this story about how she met Whitney for the first time. They keep panning to Bobby Christina and Pat Houston. Something ain't right with Pat Houston. That's all I got to say. But they keep panning to her, and then she introduces Jordin Sparks as well as John Legend. John Legend sang The Greatest Love of All. It was just okay for me. I don't see John Legend in a Whitney Houston tribute, so I couldn't get into it. It made me want another album from John Legend because I do love his voice. Next up came Jordin Sparks, and she sang I Will Always Love You. It was just okay for me. It wasn't amazing. There were some notes where I was like, ooh, you cannot tackle I Will Always Love You. I mean, nobody else has done it like that except for Amber Riley as well as Jessica Sanchez from American Idol. Those are the only people that I've heard that can like kind of take it and be like, as well as what's her name? Jennifer Hudson. I heard her do it too, and they did great. So those are the only three that I could really pinpoint. Why didn't y'all do like How Will I Know or Saving All My Love for You? Like, there's some other songs that you guys could have taken that I'd have been like, yeah, I understand. They should have did a fast one, then a ballad, then another fast one. I understand. It's still fresh. I'd be laying on the floor if something happened to my mama right now. So I don't know how she's doing it. So, of course, after they sing, she comes up. Here comes Pat, of course. We want to thank you for all of the support through this hard time. Pat, shut up. I don't want to hear nothing from Pat Houston. Here comes Bobby Christina. And she comes up and she says, you know, through the good and the bad, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much for supporting my mom. And I was glad that I could be a part of her life. Ultimately, the tribute was just for me. I really wanted her to speak a little bit longer and not have such a shortened speech because I knew she wanted to say some more. But Pat was like, don't say nothing else. So I was like, oh my God. It seemed like, I don't know. It seems like Bobby Christina, she's being so controlled right now. And I'm not even going to go on about it. That's all I have to say. But the tribute was just for me. You had Monica in the audience. You had Brandy. You had all these artists that actually knew Whitney Houston that could have sang her songs better than that. I really don't agree with who they got to sing. I understand Jordin Sparks because she actually spent a good amount of time with her on her last movie. I understand that. But other artists, they could have added some more people in. They could have took some people out and made the tribute a little bit longer. But the tribute to me was just lackluster. Next up came Cee Lo Green and the Goodie Mob. I love Cee Lo, and I loved how creative he is. I loved Goodie Mob when they were out. Who's that peeking out my window? Y'all don't know about that. All I could focus on was the guy, Adam Yao, I think is his name, the guy that didn't have a leg, but he was performing. He was like breakdancing, and I was like, oh my God, I could not stop focusing on that. Like, that was the only thing I focused on. I wasn't really listening to the music, but it did correlate, and I was like, that is so dope. After that, they do a nice little Beastie Boys little mini tribute. Nelly Furtado came out and she did her new song called Big Hoops. And I actually love Nelly Furtado. She don't care what you got to say about her. She's like, they were in the nice little Indian garb and they had the hula hoops and they were just hooping around. And I was like, okay, well, at least she's correlating the little set with the hula hoops, and it's called Big Hoops. Alicia Keys, she introduced Stevie. He was getting the Icon Award. And Lord, Stevie Wonder has been out for so long. Stevie Wonder gonna be 1,000 when he get ready to go see Jesus. But he is always performing at somebody's funeral, award show, singing Superstition. Happy Birthday is national. Like, Stevie Wonder really deserves the Icon Award. He came out, and Alicia Keys, of course, she was singing with him. It seemed like both of them were trying to reach and they weren't getting nowhere. And I was like, God, both of y'all need some raspberries in your tea because it's not working tonight. And then Steveland had the request for Alicia Keys to sing Empire State of Mind for his birthday. I was like, Steveland, no. Not Acapulco. She coughing into the mic trying to get her key. Me. And everybody like, girl, I mean, if you can sing, just sing it. Spit it. She starts singing it and here comes the band. I was like, Lord have mercy. Ultimately, this show, it was just a lot going on. It was a big old mess. I was like, oh my God, I gotta watch that performance again. I won't be watching none of them performances again. How about it? That's pretty much it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Put down below what you thought about this award show. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless.